Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Fearless here, and today I'm going to bring you guys my first actual class setup video. I never seemed to have got around to doing to any of the previous Call of Duty games, and I decided that I would finally try and get around to doing it for Black Ops 2. I guess the first things first is options. I'm pretty much a pretty default player. I play with most things disabled and most things on default. So you'll see stick layout and button layout. I play on both of those default. Definitely want to have vibration disabled. It definitely helps you out a lot with your shot. Sensitivity is the only thing that I have not been playing on really default. I moved it up from the starting point of 3. I've been playing on 5. I used to play previously on 2 or 3, but I feel that with this game going up to 14, that 5 seems to be a better fit. Definitely make sure that you have your target assist on. In the beginning of this game, there was a lot of people that were playing without target assist, myself being one of them, and was not aware of it because prior to the first update, it wasn't enabled on its own. As far as audio settings, I turn my music volume all the way down. Can't stand the music. Love the fact that you can take it down. And sound effects and master volume, play with them all the way up. As far as classes go, first thing is pub classes. I'm only a 54, a little over a week into the game, and I don't really play pubs enough. I started off using the Type 25 at first in pubs, then finally just recently got the M8A1, and also been used the MSMC a lot. I don't pub too often. I might start to more. I think this might be the actual first Call of Duty game that I don't decide to go to 10th Prestige or 15th or however far they'll end up having the game go. As far as league play goes, currently, let's see. Master for solo, don't play as often as I'd like for solo, but these are my classes right now for league play. Depending on the game mode, if it is domination or hardpoint or capture the flag, I will use primarily one of these two classes up here. I have the M8A1 seems to be my go-to. I use the M8A1. I use it with fast mag and reflex sight for when I'm playing when I'm not playing search and destroy. I'll use it with fast mag. I go with lightweight and ghost and toughness and dead silence. I know a lot of people don't use dead silence in this game compared to previous titles, but me personally, I still use it because I just can't stand to listen to myself run. So this class and this class are more designed for when I'm running around as much and not so much of trying to avoid things. And then I have a Betty class because, well, just about everyone uses a bouncing Betty nowadays in league play until that's removed. So you definitely have to have a Betty class. As far as for search and destroy, I do not use grenades or tactical nades. Most of them seem to be used primarily off the starts and everyone throws them out. So instead I've elected to add FMJ. And instead of using fast clip, I use FMJ on both of these. I don't view that you need to be in such a fast reload situation for search. You should be able to get a kill and still have enough ammo to get a second kill, and then enough time to be able to walk away and reload. So instead I've elected to go with 2 double perks. I use Flak Jacket and Ghost, obviously to dodge UAVs and as well as to dodge nades. And then I'm using Dead Silence and Tactical Mask for perk 3. Same thing to dodge stuns, flashes, shock charges, and as well as to just try and remain as quiet as possible. And perk 2, I use toughness on about everything except for my second class I have hardwired on. I use that class primarily kind of like to sneak around a little bit more for CTF. But pretty much other than that, I'm using toughness. You want to use toughness. It helps your shot a lot better, especially when you're getting shot. You don't flinch nowhere near as much, and it is a significant difference if you actually pay attention. The only other things as far as private matches go, I have 2 M8A1 classes set up at the top. This one I'll primarily use again for running around game modes, and then I'll use this one for search and destroy. As you can see, again, I take off my nades and I take off my concussions, and I switch from fast mags to FMJ, and I also added Flak Jacket for search to dodge the pre-nades. Same thing, I have 2 MSMC classes. My first MSMC also has, fast mags again, and then I take it off on this one, and this time I actually went with 3 perks, or I'm sorry, not 3 perks, but 3 attachments. I really am fond of the laser sight for accuracy. The long barrel really adds some distance and adds some more accuracy to the gun, and then add the FMJ, and it really helps powerful. I mean, FMJ is really a lot more powerful in this game prior, seeing as how you can pretty much already shoot through the walls with any gun already, which I'm not too fond of. But since you can already shoot through walls anyways, add some more FMJ, and the bullet penetration also seems to add like a little bit of a lock on. You'll notice if you aim drag anyone through a wall, it'll actually aim drag a lot harder than it would normally without. My third class is just an M8A1 as well, with the Claymore and a trophy system. Now this class is going to be my class that I'm using if we're playing domination or hardpoint, and we're down and we're struggling. We really need to get a cap, but they're dodging nades, they're throwing in C4, whatever their choice may be. I went ahead and decided to put a trophy system on this to try and dodge some of those. I went and added a Claymore because you cannot use Betties for Frag Cup, so I went ahead and put it onto a Claymore. It's not so much to try and get kills, more or less as it is to just, it'll go off and I'll be like, okay, someone's coming through that door, and it's more of like a call out tactic than anything. And definitely you got to have flak jacket and tactical mask if you're trying to stay inside of a heated area. So I went with those, and of course my favorite with Dead Silence, trying to be as quiet as possible. And instead of doing fast mags on this one, I went for the FMJ just to try and get definitely more kills out of it as I can. But it's more of a class that's designed to just try and get that last secure point. As far as anything else, score streaks, I've been using UAV, Guardian, and Lightning Strike on just about all of my game modes. I have also been using Hunter Killer. So right now in custom games, last time we played, I was using UAV, Guardian, and Lightning Strike. And in League play, I've been using the Hunter Killer. I was having UAV, which has definitely always been a go-to. Now I'm going to have to find some different perks to use. Frag Cup's coming up this weekend, and I believe UAVs, counter UAVs, and care packages and Guardians are not allowed. So I'm probably going to use Hunter Killer and Lightning Strike, and I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to use for the third perk. I'll probably go maybe with RC, or maybe just use a Hellstorm missile. The only reason why I even suggest the RC is just because it's quicker to get. It only takes 450 score to get to. So I might opt to go with that, or I might just go ahead and opt to put a third one as a sentry gun and try and build that up and just have a stationary score streak somewhere on the map, since Guardians aren't allowed, and I'm pretty sure sentry guns still are. So that's probably what I'm going to elect to do. I usually opt to never go past anything past the Lightning Strike. I don't want to play that campish role to try and build up a streak past it. There's definitely a lot of these streaks that can be really beneficial to your team, and it might come in handy to have one person on your team, maybe try and go for a swarm or even K9s or just something farther down the road. And if they can get it, it's going to be huge for your team. It's definitely going to put a lot of pressure on the opposing team, and it's going to help you be able to capture maybe a couple flags out of it, a couple hard points. I mean, it's definitely beneficial, but I don't really view having it necessary for a teammate to try and camp that hard, because you definitely want to make sure that you're working stronger as a team, and not so much of having someone playing a campish role to try and get these higher score streaks. But if you happen to get them, then that's great, and it's going to be definitely great for your team. I don't think there's really much else at this time to show. I mean, these classes and everything that I'm using at the moment are based off of the Frag Cup rules that were just released today, based off of the current MLG rules, and just based off of pubs and league play rules. As the rule sets continue to adapt and continue to change, I will be more inclined to change the rules myself and change my classes myself. Not so much the rules. I don't have a say in that, but I will definitely change my classes a lot more and start to use different things as time goes on. So, I mean, I guess that's pretty much just going to go and wrap it up for my class setup right now. I will probably do another class setup later into the game as the rules continue to adapt and change more, especially if you guys like this one. If there's anything else you guys want to see posted up on my channel, anything at all, just let me know, and I'm going to try my hardest to try and get more active into YouTube going into this game. I've always failed horribly to actually get behind a mic and start recording commentaries and getting these out, so I'm going to do my best, and hopefully you guys will all be there along the ride. So thanks for all the support. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take care. Peace.